Hey everyone, welcome. How's everyone doing? Yeah, all good here. Give a few more minutes, wait for everyone to join that wanted to join. How's the flying today, Tom? Looked pretty good. Teapot 2.0, no. 1.0. Yeah, the flying looked good, mate. Yeah, really good. Good to see you enjoying the content, Nick. So I might as well make a start. So had a bit of confusion today around NFTs and FTs. Just had a meeting with Scott and Callum, and let me just share my screen. So if we look at our trade plan that we pretty much have, so this trade plan is pretty much what we want to follow. And if we're looking at FTs and NFTs, we're going to have one of or four scenarios. And yes, me and Scott spoke about it pretty much. And if we're looking at the most recent FT, and if we want to use that as our directional bias, and then, for example, if we've got an FT to the upside, so we're bullish, but then we have an NFT, a lot of people are saying, yes, we can buy in discount. And Scott did say that, yes, but we've kind of just had a meeting and agreed that, you know, there's no point in doing that. We want to keep it as simple as possible. So if you stick to the sort of scenarios that we've got outlined here, then you pretty much can't go far wrong. Scenario one being, you might have seen in the FAQ, the scenarios outlaid with chart examples for you guys. So yeah, four scenarios. If we're in a bullish market, we want to wait for an NFT on a fractal low. And again, if we've got an FT on a fractal high, that'll put us in a bullish market. And again, if we have an FT on a 4-hour fractal low, we are in a bearish market. You can see up here that 4-hour directional bias is bullish or bearish, depending on how we're reacting to fractal lows or highs. The most recent, that is, if we're looking at the most recent range. And yes, we can use premium discount in those scenarios. And you can see here, when we are looking for bullish moves, we want to buy in discount. And when I say bullish, we mean bullish by way of scenario 1 and scenario 4. When we're looking for bearish moves, scenario 2 and scenario 3. So yeah, hopefully that clears that one up. And again, Scott did say, yes, he would, for example, buy in discount if we had an NFT and it was bearish, you know, but Scott has backtested this a lot and he knows pretty much it inside and out. But yeah, we had a meeting pretty much and decided that that would not be something we'd do moving forward. And this trade plan, which is in the course, is what is going to be pretty much followed. So that clears that one up. And if we're looking at the most recent price on EU, for example.
Really sorry, Tom. I think there's some people waiting to get in.
Yeah, I've just let them in, yeah.
Oh, good man. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. Thanks for letting me know. So yeah, if we're looking at this, so we had you know, that's a confirmed, you probably see from the FAQ section, we have an NFT there. So that's an NFT on a fractal high. And if we pull up this, so an NFT on a 4-hour fractal high, therefore we are bearish. When looking for bearish moves, essentially want to sell into premium. So if we're looking at this range, the most recent fractal low and defined fractal high, we are inside premium here. And because we have had an NFT on the high by way, where's the trade plan gone? Because we've had an NFT on a fractal high, you see here bearish, we're looking to sell in premium up here, so we can look for shorts. You can see it went short. And then now we're interacting with the next fractal. As you can see here, what happens? We break and close. That's going to be like a first sign that it could be an FT. So what do? We wait. Whereas in this scenario, because we've wicked it and we've failed to close above this price level. When I say price level, you can see here this fractal high prints a high and it's the 1.09119. You know, we failed to close above that, so we don't need to wait for this candle to print. The NFT is already confirmed when we failed to close above it anyway. And then when we get to the next fractal, you can see here we close below that. So now we're thinking, oh, okay, this could be an FT. So we wait. The next candle fails to close below. It goes bullish, and fails to close bearish below. And what you'll notice, price maintains that it never closes below the low of this price level. That price level being 1.07589. And yeah, it fails to close below, so we know that that's an NFT. And if we pull up the trade plan, which I've lost again, see the trade plan here. If NFT on fractal low, we are bullish. When we are looking for bullish moves, we want to buy in discount. Yeah, and if we're looking at the most recent range, high to low, range high, range low, anything below this level is discount, so we can buy. And you probably, we're looking like that here. This is where most people are getting confused. Like, yes, we've had an FT, but what happened after that? We had an NFT. So you should go off the most recent sort of NFT or FT, not what happened over here. I think that just adds a layer of complexity that doesn't really need to be inside Teapot, and it's not really been outlined like that in the trade plan. So as long as you stick to the trade plan, we'll stick to it as best as we can, and we can all move forward pretty much. Yeah, hope that clears that up. Feel free to fire away any questions.
I've got one, mate.
Yeah, fire away.
Can you bar replay back to the bearish candle, the two below?
Oh, you didn't see, sorry, I just saw you guys can't see this trade plan.
No.
What about now?
No, you got your thingy open. I don't think it was called. No.
Now?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'll bar replay for you. Yep.
To that one. No, one or two across to the
That, yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, just leave it there. Yep. So just got a quick question. I'm all right with everything else. I've understood I've done it a different way, but the FT and NFT. So I sort of take, like you said, take the number to say it closes at 1007. Any bullish candles, 2 bullish candles above that number confirms FT now.
Yeah.
That's where I tend to look at it, as opposed to realizing the candle high. Just look at the candle number. If you get 2 bullish candles closed above that number, then you're all right. If it's a bearish close, doesn't matter if it's above it, but if it's a bearish close, it's not follow through. If it's 2 bullish closes, it's FT.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, same concept.
Really. Yeah. And the other one was, just let me annotate. So it's this scenario here now, we've got this range here that we're still in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the range. Now this obviously breaks it here.
Yeah.
Yep. So we now think this is the range high.
Yeah.
And do we move the range low to here?
Yes, because you would have at the time. I think it prints a new fractal low after that candle closure.
Right. This is my question though, because this fractal low produces, but in order for us to move it, I thought we had to then width the high again, and then we move to the next fractal low.
We do.
No,
We don't now, so we could.
it's broken
did
out of the
yesterday.
range. This price point is broken out pretty much. So yes,
Yeah.
at this point, because there's no fractal low, this would be your most recent fractal low.
So that's a fractal low, yeah.
Then I think it pretty should
Right.
print one.
Yeah, it does print one, but that
Yeah.
to me would be internal now, because this now would be here to here, because this is a new high. But from here, this morning before when you had yours, you had it from here to here, but this fractal low hadn't been printed.
Yes, so this is an
my
interesting
fractal.
question. Yeah, because this has happened before. That did print a fractal high, and it was printing in the moment. This happened previously.
That printed, yeah, that prints, because this candle here, if you look at this candle, what time is this candle? 10 o'clock in the morning, 6 till 10 in the morning. So it didn't actually print a fractal low until I think it was the 2 o'clock close. So, yeah, it was a later afternoon close. It was quite a bit later. So for me, when we were talking in the group, I was saying, right, okay, well, I'm looking at this here, and I've got my fractal high here, I've got my high here, and this here, and this was confirmed as NFT. So if we bar replay, just get rid of that candle there, back to that replay there. Okay, so if we clear now, so we've had a break, a new range low, range high. We've had a bearish candle close, so we've had NFT again. So I can look for sales in the 15-minute to come down and buy back up in discount to go back up. That was my thinking behind it, because this fractal low wasn't produced, and I didn't think that we could remove the fractal until a high had been broken, and then, like you say, you move it up with the fractal as each high has been broke. That's the only place where I got confused today.
Yeah, but I'll just load up the screenshot, as you can see like that. Yeah, it prints. So we've got the low here, it breaches the high. There's your new fractal high, fractal low range, because this is the most recent fractal low after it broke the high.
Oh yeah, but 4 hours later.
But it was printing in the moment. And if you go down to the 15-minute, there was, that I think I had a sell stop set. It didn't get triggered. It was here. It just touched into premium, and then I saw a few people took a buy, but again, I wouldn't be taking a buy there because we failed to close above this level at that point.
But our bias is bullish, and we were in discount, so I can understand if we're using that range there, that high, this low, and if you look at the 15-minute candle, and we go back down here, you do have this. Sorry, 1 second. You do have this. So this hadn't closed yet. So you do have this sweep. So it doesn't matter that this is 2 o'clock candle. You would have your entry because we are in discount. So your entry, there's your sweep, because you'd have your high to your low. There's your low. There's your sweep, and there's your entry and your target. Then you would be there, and your 3% up there. So that's why I was looking at it.
Yeah. which is fine. But like I just said, because we've had an NFT on the high, a fractal high as per this. So if we're looking at scenario 3, so if NFT on a 4-hour fractal high, we are bearish. When we are looking for bearish moves, we want to sell in premium.
Yeah, I'm buying discount.
Only, as you can see here, only for scenarios 1 and scenario 4, as you can see, bullish. When we're looking for bullish moves, you want to buy in discount.
Which it was. Yeah, it was in discount, wasn't it? Because the new fractal low, if you had this, that's what I'm saying to you, because there's your fractal low. Yeah, so this is your new range, not here. So if you're playing this range, yes, I would be looking for sales because we are in discount. Sorry,
we're at an NFT on the high, aren't we?
Yeah, so this was the original count. So we back play that bar replay again, just and get rid of this candles because it'll remove the fractal then. Right, so there now, I'm 100% seller because we've had an NFT and it's confirmed.
Yeah.
So 100%, I am selling, here's the 50% mark, and I'm selling down to here where I want to look for buys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? Because I wouldn't be looking for buys anyway, because the most recent reaction with a fractal on the 4-hour would have been an NFT. And in this scenario, it's gone again. One sec.
Our overall bias is bullish, isn't it?
No, it's bearish because scenario 3, if NFT on a 4-hour fractal high, we are bearish.
Yes, down into discounts. Yeah.
No, because you'd need for a bullish environment, you need scenario 1 or scenario 4, which we don't have. We have neither. The most recent reaction with a fractal low or high has been an NFT. And in this sense, it's scenario 3. So we're looking, we're bearish pretty much. We want to sell in premium.
So basically, I'm seeing on the 4-hour NFT at the top there, I saw where it produced something called NFT, but it doesn't print a new fractal. Will you still call it an NFT, or does that matter if it prints the new fractal?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're looking at body closures and wicks pretty much. So this one was quite a good example here. You can see it wicks that level, that price level, fails to close, therefore NFT. And again, scenario, we bring back the trade plan. Again, so scenario 3, if NFT on a 4-hour fractal high, we are bearish.
At what point until the low?
Yeah, I mean, you bearish. Yeah, you bearish, or it interact with the high or the low. And pretty much we're bearish and we want to sell in premium unless otherwise stated, i.e. if it interacts with a low or a high. So I wouldn't buy in discount. I've not tested it like that. I think Scott has, but I've not tested like that. So as long as you've done the testing for it, but I'd rather stick to the most recent NFTs because I know that works, or the most recent FTs, and then only selling in premium or only buying in discount if we, have the NFT or the FT in its favor, i.e. if we are scenario 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through the data again then, because when Scott was going through it, what you can, if your overall bias is bullish, because our bias is bullish, it's not the market, the range is bullish. It's just we've got an NFT that we could sell it. If we had an FT, we would be looking to just buy, not sell.
Yeah, that's where the confusion came in, and we've realized that. I mean, that's not how we trade it. So, this
right
outlay now is scenarios 1 through to 4. That is the premise of the Power of 2 strategy, pretty much. If you want to trade it how Scott has back tested it, you can, but please just do the testing for it. Yeah.
So basically, anytime we have a bullish NFT now, we are bearish all the way down in discount. We can only sell all the way down to we take this range low.
Pretty much, yeah. All the, sometimes
we can't take a bullish reversal on a 15-minute because we are still overall bearish until we get that fractal sweep. We don't want to buy.
Exactly that, yeah. You hit the head there, yeah. It's basically we are bearish until this is quite a really good example actually, because we hit an NFT, then an NFT again.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much bearish up at this scenario, and then we're bearish until we get to discount, where I'm not going to be looking for buys. I'm just going to wait until we get into premium and then look for sells. You know, the typical 15-minute entry that we look for. And you know, it doesn't matter if we are, you know, if we trade into discount and come back into premium, we're still in a premium market, i.e., we still want to sell something when it's overpriced. You know, it's the same concept as buying and selling anything. You know, we want to sell in premium, buy in discount. And in this sense, we only want to sell this particular currency when we're selling it for a premium.
So anything on so this is your 50% line across here, say, and this is your discount. So we can sell, let's say, here, and then because it comes back into discount here, we can sell it again here or here if it presents itself until now. So now we can't take any more buys.
Exactly that, yeah.
Because now we can only take sell. So we want to sell it. If it comes down here and then comes back up here, we want to sell it here, and so on. If it comes back up here, we're going to go until we take out this now.
Yeah, exactly that, pretty much.
That's
and
cool. That's fine.
It is essentially, I think we spoke about it yesterday, these fractal highs and lows on the 4 hour are merely just liquidity pools. They are pools of liquidity, and we're just trading momentum in the opposite direction, because we're taking advantage of that high time frame directional bias that's framed via NFT or FT, and the interactions with these liquidity pools. And then we're bringing in premium and discount to make sure that we're selling things that are overpriced and buying stuff that is cheap. And yeah, the 15-minute entry is very simple. It's just a sweep of liquidity inside a core volume trading session.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it was just confusion with possibly what Scott said on the if we've had an NFT, we only sell down. If we had to, like say, if we had this NFT, we can sell it down into discount, but once we get to discount, we can look for buys if we get a 15-minute setup to go back bullish, because the overall trend is bullish. But what we want to do is we want to wait for the NFT, to be fair, to go then. That's cool. Oh.
Yeah. And we realized that. Like I spoke to Scott earlier, and we realized that what he said there was not outlaid in the course, pretty much. You know, that's you know, that it's fine, but what we're trying to do is stick to these rules and try not to deviate from them too much. But yeah, what we're going to do also is, you can see we've got this trade plan, and in the trade plan module, we're going to add in a lot more videos, and it's going to help you sort of in each scenario what is going to happen. It's going to be probably a 5-minute long video, and then it'll just be a quick detail of what the scenario is, do. You know, that should definitely help any confusion, because
you should do some like a side with some chart examples. So do a section on the thingy, and then just say chart examples for bias scenarios and chart examples for selling, for bearish, and so trades taken that have won and trades taken that have lost. Yeah,
exactly that. I'll just give you a quick example. It's basically going to sit in here, and there'll be like 4 videos probably with a breakdown of what's gone on. It should help streamline a lot of things, pretty much.
Chart examples would be good as well, though, you know, where we can just click on the link, so you can just look at it and think, right, okay, is this scenario A that I'm looking at, and I can have it sat there at my screen next to my chart as well. So the chart image is there, so I can look at it and I can go, right, I'll tick these 3 things off and I'm going to go for it. So chart examples would be good.
Yeah.
i.e. show scenario 1 on a chart example, scenario 2 on a chart example, scenario 3, and just give them chart examples in a post.
Yeah, exactly that. That's what we're going to be doing, pretty much. Chart examples, and then just a quick drawing, pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool.
It should clear a lot of confusion. But yeah, I mean, adding in, if we're sticking to, for example, this trade plan here, what I've found is, and what Scott's found as well, this is very seamless to backtest in its own entity. You know, make sure you do the testing specifically for this entity. And if you've only been in here a week, then don't expect to pick up everything. Even if you watched all the videos, you can't absorb that much information in such a short space of time. So this trade plan here is the premise of pretty much the whole strategy. And stick to it as much as possible, backtest it for what it is, and then, you know, look to pivot if required. But, you know, I've stuck to this trade plan and been very successful with it. So yeah, the videos moving forward should help you guys definitely.
Tom, bro, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah, you're a bit quiet though.
Can you just go quick back into the charts, bro?
Yeah.
Because one thing I was I don't know if I understood it right. How to say? For example, does it mean that we also can sell in discount until we reach a new fractal low, or what was the thing that was said?
So if you're, for example, here,
Yes.
you won't want to sell in discount. You only want to, you only want to sell in premium.
Sure.
So if we're looking at this range high to low here,
Yes.
so you wouldn't want to buy down here unless we had an NFT, which we did. So now we'd only buy in here in discount now because we've had the interaction with this liquidity pool and it's confirmed NFT. That makes sense?
Yes, but what, for example, if we didn't have the NFT on the low, would it still be possible to sell even if we are in discount?
So like here,
Yeah, one before, for example.
before, yeah. So no,
No.
because this would be this would be the range. You know, you'd be in discount here, so we want to sell it inside premium only.
Yes.
You know, if you stick to that for now, and backtest it for how it is, you know, because like I just said, we want to sell things at a premium and buy
Sure.
things at a discount.
Yeah, I understand. I think I understood it wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Did you think it was the other way around?
Yeah, no, normally I know that we only want to sell in premium. That's for sure, bro.
Yeah.
I was just a bit confused.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, I like the analogy, you know, where you just, I don't know, buying anything. It could be a piece of clothing, it could be a watch. There's no difference to this. This is just an exchange rate. You know, we want to sell, for example, I'm buying some trainers and I want to resell them. I want to, you know, buy them at discount and sell them at a premium. The same
Yeah, sure.
concept.
No,
pretty much.
I know this. That's for sure. But I think I understood it wrong in like 10 minutes before.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, like there, I wouldn't sell inside discount there. I'd wait for it to come inside premium, then look for sales pretty much. But as you can see, we start to interact with the liquidity pool there. So, and we close there. So essentially it's unconfirmed. We need to wait. And then again, now it's confirmed NFT. And the difference up here is we didn't close above the level, whereas we did here. You don't have to wait for that second candle there.
That would be my other question. That's for sure that we don't have to wait for another bearish close to say it's a confirmed NFT, right?
That's right, yeah, because you know we've wicked that liquidity pool pretty much, so we can, if we are here, that's confirmed NFT pretty much because we failed to close above. However, if we closed above that now in the next candle, that's when we wait.
Yeah,
You
okay.
know, we're starting to close above that pool, that price level. However, it doesn't matter that we didn't. It didn't happen anyway. But yeah, when we get to here, that's when we close now. So now we've got to wait because the first sign pretty much is that closure.
Yeah.
We failed to close below that bearish close below that price level anyway.
But if you go back to the high from where we have this week. So from this point on, you would drop down to the 15 minutes and would look for shorts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. And then likewise, let's play forward. Here, I wouldn't drop down to 15 minutes just yet because it's unconfirmed. It's closed below that price level.
Okay.
Whereas now it's not. We've not got a bearish close below that. So now it's confirmed NFT, and you can drop to the 15-minute and look for a trade entry.
Okay. And also the if you go a little bit more forward,
yeah,
all the stuff that is now happening like internal, it still doesn't matter, right?
What do you mean? If, for example, it closed like down here?
No, if you, for example, drop the range how it should be from the top to the high.
Oh,
Yes. And now, for example, go a bit more forward. More until more. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, there, for example, if we have something inside now, that's still everything, it doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter, yeah, this is the range, pretty much, range high, low. Our bias is set bullish due to scenario.
Until we sweep the high again, right? Then we have to think about anything.
That's it, yeah, unless we basically need to interact with the high or low, pretty much. As you can see, the interaction with this liquidity pool here has been an NFT, and we can go bullish pretty much, and we're sort of trading within that range. But we know our 4-hour directional bias is set, and therefore we can buy inside of discount. But then when it hits premium, I'm just waiting for it to come into discount or take out the high.
Yeah, and also in premium there, you would for sure not buying. That's
No.
Okay.
No, just wait pretty much. But having that sort of trade plan laid out like that, it should make it simple to sort of backtest. Because if you add loads of layers to a strategy, it makes it very difficult to backtest. Whereas if you backtest this trade plan for how it is pretty much on screen now. Yeah, the 4 scenarios. Wait for the directional bias to set up, wait for your sort of premium or discount, whether it's bullish or bearish. Then you've got the 15-minute entry inside session, 1 to 3, job done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just worded it a bit easier not easy, sorry. So I've just put, so a bullish NFT is sells only in premium with a 15-minute confirmation. NFT bearish is buys only in discount with a 15-minute confirmation. A bullish FT is a buy in discount only with a 15-minute confirmation, and a bearish FT is sales and premium.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mentioned it earlier, maybe, everyone learns and understands things in completely different sort of ways, but it just means the same thing pretty much.
Yeah, I do a quick markup on the screen. I think those are like just considering where we are with these 4 these are 4 opportunities, right? NFT, so we sell there. Direct with the bottom, NFT again, so we buy. We're up here, but we're bullish. So wait until they come back in the bottom half. We'll get this buy here. Interact with the top here. I think it probably print a fractal there, or basically it wicked. So we can look for a sell there.
What was that? Sorry. The
last one,
yeah,
I think it wicks here. So
Yeah.
even though it didn't print, I don't think it printed a fractal as yet, but even if it didn't print one, by just wicking and closing back in, that's another sell opportunity, right?
Yeah, because we've got this sort of interaction with the high, it fails to close above that level. So it's an NFT pretty much.
Okay.
But then what happens is we bullish close above that level. So now we wait pretty much because we've closed above that price point. And it's probably looking like we're going to close again. And this will transition from an NFT to an FT.
And then when we go to FT, we got to wait until, if this closes above, we wait until for retrace, or what do we do?
You buy in discounts.
That's correct, yeah.
If it's an FT, you buy in discounts.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't sell it, you can only buy it because you can sell it if there's an NFT, but you can only buy against the FT.
You guys see the trade plan, okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going through.
Yeah, so scenario
That's
4 that
basically-
is pretty much if NFT on a 4-hour fractal high, we are bullish. And yeah, when we are looking for bullish moves, you want to buy and discount. Yeah. Pretty much what Simon just said.
So we'd have to wait until we print the fractal high, or can we just take this week as a fractal high? What if we start retracing right now? We can take this week as a fractal high, or do we have to wait until the print one?
We kind of need to wait for that fractal high to define the range.
Okay.
But if
But I
it
mean,
doesn't
it's
print,
going to
it,
be
you
a
still
waiting
use
game
it.
anyway, because this is going to print 1, 2, probably 4 candles overnight. That'd be interesting to see how it sets up overnight.
Tom?
Yes.
Could you go a little bit more back until we reach the high of the bigger range before?
Like here.
No, not there. Just bar replay like three or four, no, two candles.
Oh, okay. Like, oh, gone too
Yeah.
far. Like that, or
Yes. So at this point, let's say, for example, we have, in our session and everything, at this point, you would also drop down to the 15-minute, right? And look for shorts.
yes, that's correct. Yeah, you noticed in the chat, I had an order set pretty much, but it did get tagged. So.
Okay. So, and also it doesn't matter if we
I thought,
wick above this with a bearish or a bullish candle, right? Doesn't matter.
If we wick above, yeah, as long as it doesn't close bullish above that level.
Okay.
I didn't think you could drop from this candle because it's unconfirmed. You need to confirmed.
No,
Otherwise, you're selling against confirmed.
Same scenario as this, isn't it? Pretty much.
no, I think it, so at this point, it's also like confirmed NFT, right?
Yeah, at this point here, that's why I had an order set pretty. Actually,
That's unconfirmed because you've not had a bearish candle.
No, that's what, yeah, that's no.
Well, it's a wick,
I
isn't
thought
it?
it before too, bro, but I think no.
It's a wick. Pretty much the same. Doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish, as long as it didn't close bullish above it. It closed and it didn't close above that price level. Doesn't matter that candle's bullish or not. It didn't close above.
Okay, so that's a confirmed NFT now, just on that candle close.
Yeah, because it's pretty much wick to high.
Yeah, but again, before you were saying that you wait for the next candle for the NFT. That's why we have to wait for the next candle.
Never said that. Not over here. If I'm looking at this here, that's an NFT. It's the same scenario. I know it's a bearish candle, but we wick the high pretty much.
Right. No, in previous calls and stuff, we have to wait for the closure for the next candle to confirm NFT.
Nah, no. Just
No.
I think that's just adding in layers of complication and complexity that's not really required. As long as you don't close bullish above that price level, then that's all you need to know pretty much. For an NFT to be confirmed, that is, in this scenario.
Yeah, so it depends if it closes above or not, right? Then if it closes above, then we have to wait for confirmation. Yeah, exactly like there. But
Pretty much like that. So it's closed below, so we need to wait for confirmation.
and it doesn't matter if but the confirmation should be a bullish candle in this case, right?
Yes, in this case, yeah, you want a bullish candle, yeah. Because if it was bearish, then it'd be FT pretty much.
Okay, and if we only wick above or below a fractal high or low, then we don't care.
Yeah, it's the same. Like this is, refer to this one as a good example. Like, wicks above, you don't have to wait for this. The fact that it's drawn on this liquidity pool is the key factor. Same here, drawn on that liquidity pool. Failed to close above it. So you can look for sellers, but I'm pretty sure the trade, like in here, it kind of like sell stop below that candle. So we're quite further down anyway. And then we sort of just explode to the upside.
Would I be able to ask a question, please?
You up?
Could I ask a question?
Yeah, far away, James. Yeah.
So you just said there about if we have a wick, disregarding the color of the candle. So if that was confirmed NFT, if in live price action, if the 15-minute sweep was happening within that wick, what would you do in that situation? Because it could potentially be filling it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It happened. I've seen it happen a few times, maybe like once or twice over the past 12 months. And it does happen, but that's where discretion comes in. Yes, we've had an NFT here and it's setting up inside that 4-hour candle. Because you've got within a 4-hour candle, you've probably got 16 15-minute candles.
Yeah.
So it could happen, but you just need to be mindful of the time pretty much.
Okay.
If it's, I don't know, 10:30, that means the 4-hour candle is just starting to print. Whereas if you're getting towards the end of the closure, you could potentially,
Maybe pay more attention to it.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Nice one, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, anyways. Pat, I just saw your message. Can you go over quickly the M15 candle that sweeps the fractal comes invalid? I guess today is a good example. I mean, it had a large explosion to the upside. So in this scenario, would you want to leave your sell stop here? And then you're going to have to keep moving your stop loss. That's like a 40 pip stop. Whereas here it would have been like 10. So you kind of got to use your initiative and think, would I want to short that? Even like now, you wouldn't want to short that. So if it moves, I think I mentioned it the other day in the Discord, 45 to 60 minutes ish, maybe even half an hour, but it depends, like I said, how far away it moves away from your entry. Is it worth the risk to reward? For example, if I'm shorting here and I've got to stop like a 40 pip stop, that means I've got to target for a 1 to 3 like 120 pips, whatever that is. Is it worth it? No, it's not. So which is 2 candles closed and 1 bearish. Do you mean like, what do you mean, like 2 candles, like these 2 large candles? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Pat. Elijah, yeah, August backtesting video took a sell after confirmed FT. Yeah, because it would have been confirmed FT to the downside. Is that what you're saying? Or I think I went through a few questions on the end of the video, the backtesting video, just to clear a few things up. It's on like the 12th minute, so it's right at the end of the backtesting video.
Hey Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so on August 19th, you took a sell after we had an FT to the downside. It was a sell in discount, basically.
Right, yeah, that was following. I think I explained that at the end of the video. Did you see the explanation?
Oh, no.
Yeah, go ahead and go back and watch it pretty much. I think it's like the 12th minute. I added it back in. I had a few questions, but yeah, go ahead and you go ahead and watch that. It'll explain the reasoning behind it.
Sure.
Pat, I think I lost you there. I just readmitted you back into the room. We're just going through your 15-minute entry. I'm not sure what you meant by what is 2 candles closed and 1 bearish. No, it's gone again. So, hope that clears up any confusion. And again,
Bro, Tom, can I ask one last thing?
yeah, far away, yeah.
When it comes to M15 ranges, right? So we cleared everything up. We are like, we know we want to sell, for example. Do we always, to define the M15 range, do we always need like a fractal low and a fractal high, or only we care about the last high and we want to sweep off this? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. So what we advise is to only use the fractals on the 15-minute because it's going to filter the noise pretty much.
Sure.
So if you just stick to the fractals, that'll define your 15-minute range, and then that'll be pretty much the most or the best scenario to do.
Yeah, but do we need a low and a high, or only a high?
So for example, like here, you got like a low and a high that defines that range there.
Yes.
Reach the low, and then we form a new low and a new high, and then we reach that low.
And what if, for example, if this would not be a fractal low there, and we would only have a fractal, only the high there?
So, for example, if that was,
Yes.
if this wasn't or for example, this wasn't a high, then you'd be up here.
No, the high is clear. I mean, if the low was not there, for example. So do we always need both low and a high, or it's also okay if we have only a high?
You need a high and a low, and it will pretty much form a high and low fractal in every sense. It's a scenario like this.
Okay.
That's what you mean. But yeah, if there's no fractal there, then it's not. You can't define it as the range.
But can I draw into the
Yeah, you should be
chart?
able to annotate. Yeah.
I mean, where can I draw?
I think it's if you hover to the top and annotate.
Okay. I mean, do we draw our range from here to here, or from here to here?
So your range.
This is what I was.
Okay. Yeah. So there's your pretty much range when the fractal low forms.
Yes.
Yeah. So the fractal low forms, that allows you to define that range low to high.
Yes.
So now we've reached that low. So this is our new fractal high. Now we need to wait for a fractal low to form, which it does. And there's your defined range, pretty much.
Okay, so it always has to also have a low.
Yeah, because if you've not got a high or low, then you can't define a range pretty much.
Yeah.
You'd just be putting this anywhere pretty much, wouldn't you? So yeah, define that sort of 15-minute range using the fractals. If we've not realized it helps filter the noise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this was an NFT for today, right? That what you just showed in a 15-minute, but I think on the 4 hour, like right here, but on the 4 hour we were bearish, right? So we couldn't take this.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I wouldn't take that because we're bearish NFT. I don't want to be selling inside premium.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Any more questions? I think that should, like I said, hopefully clear up any confusion. And like I say, stick to the trade plan that's outlined. We're going to add in some more videos, some more content that should help with any discretion, any conflict of people's understanding. And like I say, make sure you take the information on board. If you don't fully understand it, just look into the charts, ask us as many questions as possible. Then relook at the charts, rewatch some content, and then go back and backtest. And then it's worthwhile just writing out your own trade plan. You know, we've given you this example trade plan to follow. It's a trade plan I follow because I created it. You know, and it will give you a good understanding. But like Simon said, you might understand it a little bit different. You might word it slightly differently to you, me, or anyone else. So it's important to understand the concepts, which again is going to take some time. Understand those concepts, and then you can rewrite those out in your own words, how you can understand it and how you can access it in your own mind. So yeah, I think I'll call it a day there. If anyone's got any questions, do please shout up. As always, there'll be a call on Thursday as well, same time, 8 p.m. Also, just while we're on, if we compare this to last week, there was a lot of trades and there weren't that much confusion, whereas now there's not many trades, and I feel like people are getting a bit confused. Whereas going back test last week, it's a good tool you can use just to rejig and refresh your mind. It's always a good tool. Why did the chicken? I don't know. Yes, George, is recorded, so yeah, it will be stored in the live call pretty much, where in the weekly content. Why did the chicken cross the road, Tom?
Tom, one really last question, because it's going in my head now.
Yeah.
If we have for example, wait, I will draw it again if it's possible. If this candle here would have been a bullish close, right? Then to
yeah.
short, we needed a bearish candle, right? So like the same like here. To
Yes,
say,
that's it. Yeah, yeah, same, just in the opposite direction, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, yeah, it's the same. Yeah. If it
Okay.
closed above, then we just got to wait pretty much. See
for
what
a
happens
bearish
next.
candle. And but what would be if this also, this one here would be bullish and close like this?
So
Then
if it was bullish but closed below the level,
yeah,
it doesn't matter because it's not closed above the high.
so but would it be then a how to say, a confirmed NFT or not?
It would be an NFT because, do you mean if this one closed bullish, but then if this one closed bullish as well, but it was below the level?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that could happen. Only if it gapped up, but it'd close above that level anyway. All we
Yeah.
need to know is if that candle closes above that level, does the next candle close above that level? If so, then it's an FT. If not, it's an NFT.
Okay.
Makes sense? No.
I think I get it. I mean, just if this one here is bullish, okay? Close, so like this, it closed above.
Yeah.
Then to say it's a confirmed NFT to short, we need it exactly like it is here, right? Like a
Yeah,
bearish.
like a bearish candle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or we didn't
and-
close above the level, pretty much.
Well, right on the back of this, the numbers for tomorrow for you. Got you.
Okay. Would it even be possible that after that this candle would be bullish after this one and close like this, but in gray?
That's why I said it'd have to gap up pretty much, but it's unlikely that it'd close below that price point. Because if we're closing, for example, if this candle closed up here, that means that the open of this next candle is going to be up here as well.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
But it wouldn't close if it was going to do this. Basically, I think you mean if this was up here, if these two candles are up here.
Yeah.
What would that mean? And yeah, pretty much it'd be an NFT unless we get a 2 candle close above that price point.
Okay. Yeah, okay, bro. I will stop now.
Yeah, that's fine. When I'm back testing Feb, I only got one set up. Is that Feb of this year? Should post your results in the community back testing if you've not already. And then when we get to Feb, I think we're on September at the minute. I assume that's on EU as well. Yeah, we've done August, we're on September now, so you're a little bit further ahead. Yeah, if you've not already, you can just go ahead and post it in the community back testing, and then when we get to that, you can compare. Yeah, any more questions before we shoot off and end the call? Or is everyone happy? Confusion ended, hopefully. Yeah, no probs. Anytime, it's what we're here for.
Tom, one really last question.
Yeah.
You said like so if we, for example, now in this range, like we are here now at the moment, wait, I will from here, from here to here. We need a fractal high to do anything, right? So to say it's a NFT or FT. So if, yeah, to define something new to happen, always.
Yeah, so we just got to wait pretty much, see how price develops in the UK. I'm not sure where you're based. You Netherlands?
Germany.
Yeah. So you're only an hour or so in front or behind. So yeah, we'll see how it develops pretty much overnight, and then reassess in the morning pretty much. As always, I'll send out some outlooks and whatnot just to help you guys clear any confusion.
Okay, bro. Thank you, man.
So yeah, thanks guys for coming to the call. I'll finish it there. As always, we're all there, always in Discord. Fire the questions away or DM. You can obviously DM any of us for any questions. But yeah, thanks for everyone turning up. Hopefully the confusion's been squashed. We can move on, progress, and sort of grow together. So yeah, cheers guys. I'll see you in Discord.